Oh, hi again. I am Amit. So, in this video, I'll be discussing about the project, and the name of the project is Album List using ReactJs. So, this project was all about the part of my skill test that had been given by coding ninjas few days ago. First, we will read about the problem statement, then we will go through the instruction. These are nothing but the things that you need to take care of while making the project. So, what the problem statement says is create an app to manage albums, and you need to follow these points very carefully. So, first, I'll go through few of them in details. So, first one says you are allowed to style the app any way you like. You can use any CSS framework if you want. So, CSS framework like Bootstrap, Tailwind, you can use. And you are also allowed to Google and read how to approach the problem. Sneak peek, but no cheating. So, once you have finished with the test, they have told us make a video recording your computer screen using OBS or Screencastify software and explaining how you approach the problem or how you have approached the problem, and make sure the code should upload on the GitHub, and the video should host on any social media form like YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook, etc. Now, these are the features that an app should contain. You have to fetch and show album from the UPI, and the name of the and the name of the API, not UPI, is JSON placeholder typicode.com/albums, and the functionality the app should have is update, delete. So, and your project will be judged on these following points: the functionality that you will put in your project, and the video recording, and the host of the project on GitHub. You need to write the comments if you want to, structuring of files and folder, or indentation. You can for you can use indentation for you can use prettier for indentation, and the variables and function naming, design, and lastly creativity. So without wasting any further time, I would take to my project that I made few days ago. So this is the project. In order to make this project, I have created few of the albums using APIs. As I had mentioned in the attachment while I was reading. So if I go to add album button, now it will ask for the user ID. If I click user ID 2, and if I enter the album title as trip to go, and if I click over the add to list like this, then and pop-up will come and says new album added successfully in the bottom. So if I press OK, it will take you to the home page. And if I scroll over and over and over till the trip to Goa shows us. So here the add here the list is added. If I want to delete this album, I can delete using delete button. So like this. And the folder is deleted. If I want to update any of the folder, so I can. If I move over the update button, then it will ask for the new title. So suppose I enter new title as trip to say Rishikesh and new ID as say say 1002. If I save, you'll get the message update successfully done. Okay, let's see. Let's see where the album is. Okay, yeah, here is the album. So this is the basic overview of my project, how the project would work. Now I will take you to the VS Code that I wrote for this project. So inside VS Code, I have created a folder named as album list app. Inside album list as I have created album list. And inside album list, you can see there are many subfolders in the files. Under the package.suggestion, it will shows all the dependencies that I had used to complete this project. So like React router DOM dependencies, React scripts, React DOM, etc. Now let me take you to the source folder. If I open the open source folder, then it will show different subfolder and files. I have also used components. Inside the component, I have created many folders. For add album, it will add for album list, for list navbar update album, and the root folder is app.js. So one by one, I will go or open the folder of my components. Suppose if I click over the add albums, it will open two files. One is for JavaScript or the functionality, and the other one is for styling purpose. I've also imported all the dependencies from the respective folders and the npm using npm. So add album, this function get all the input like user ID and title, then call add album function for edit and album list. So how the get album from data using get element by id. So I've also called navbar as component. We will be discussing about navbar too. So here is here is the logical part of the add album. Now I will open album list. Inside the album list, I have passed props, and I've also used map for traversing on the album. So here I have also imported all the dependencies and the folders from the respective file or folder. So get all album list from app, then call list component for each list on the album. So here album key as album.id, set update album, delete album from list. So this is the list. Now if I will open list, so on clicking it will call set update album, and this function will call delete album from list. For styling I have created a separate file. Now for navbar I have used navbar.js and imported every dependencies which was required for this project. So here is the event listener. On click and function will call, that is handle click, and initially it will be false. I've also used arrow function. Update album. This folder is used to update the album, like title and user ID. It will update if you want to. So for update album, I've also created a CSS file for styling purpose. Now in our root folder, here is the root folder. I imported all the files from the component like add album list, update album, and here we called API. So we are fetching all the data from JSON placeholder and convert into the JSON format, that is JavaScript notation format. Then we will set state as albums. Now here's the logic for delete album list, and here is the logic for set update album. And here is the default setting for the page. So this is all about the project, that is Momento directory, or you can say React albums. Thanks for watching. See you soon, guys.